All right, if you're a YouTube creator, you know the drill. You're probably obsessed with the numbers, right? Views, subscribers, watch time. But what if I told you the most important number of all, your actual income, is something you might be tracking completely wrong? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and demystify how you really get paid on YouTube. So let me ask you this. When you open up your YouTube analytics, what's the first revenue metric you look at? I'm willing to bet it's the same one most creators fixate on. But here's the thing. That number, the one that gets all the attention, probably isn't the one that actually matters for your bank account.
Yep, I'm talking about CPM, cost per mille. It's the metric everyone talks about in creator forums, on Twitter, you name it. But here's the big secret. CPM is not the money that actually lands in your pocket. Not even close. It's just one little piece of a much bigger, and honestly, a way more important puzzle.
Okay, so if CPM isn't the hero of the story, then what is? Well, let's introduce you to the real star of your analytics dashboard. Meet RPM. This right here is the metric that actually shows you what you're earning as a creator.
RPM stands for revenue per mille. And you know what? It's beautifully simple. It just calculates your total actual revenue for every single 1,000 views your videos get. See the key difference there? This isn't about what advertisers are paying YouTube. This is about what you are taking home.
And this is why RPM is the real deal, the big picture metric. Just look at this. It pulls everything together. It's not just about ads. It includes your revenue from YouTube Premium, from channel memberships, those super chats and super stickers from your live streams. All of it gets bundled in. And this is so important, it's calculated after YouTube takes its 45% cut from the ad revenue.
All right, to really make this stick, let's put these two metrics head to head. A little showdown, you know? Think of it like this. It's the advertiser's price versus the creator's payout.
And here it is. Plain and simple. CPM, that's what advertisers pay. RPM, that's what you actually earn. It's that easy. Just always remember which side of that transaction you're on, right?
Okay, this table breaks it down perfectly. Just look at the key differences here. CPM is all about the advertiser. It's calculated before YouTube takes its slice, and it only counts views that actually had an ad on them. But RPM is all about you, the creator. It's after YouTube's cut, it counts all your views, monetized or not, and it includes all your revenue streams. You see, that's why RPM is the true measure of your channel's financial health.
Now, a quick heads up. When you go look at your analytics after this, don't panic. You're going to see that your RPM is almost always way lower than your CPM, and that is totally 100% normal. Just think about it. RPM is calculated after YouTube takes its cut, and it's divided by all your views, not just the ones with ads. So, of course, it's going to be a smaller number. No need to worry. Okay, so the next logical question is, why does RPM swing so wildly from channel to channel? I mean, how can one creator make 10 times more than another with the exact same number of views? Well, the answer lies in a few key factors that are shaping your final paycheck.
And the biggest one by far is your niche. Seriously, just look at this chart. A finance channel can pull in an RPM of over $25. Meanwhile, a gaming or comedy channel might be hovering around just $1. The difference is it's massive, and it all comes down to who wants to advertise to your audience.
And this table here shows us exactly why that is. It all comes down to one little phrase, purchase intent. Think about it. Advertisers will pay a huge premium to get in front of an audience that's ready to buy something. So, if you're watching a review of a stock trading app, you're a super hot lead for a financial company, right? But if you're watching someone play a video game, well, maybe not so much, unless the advertiser is selling gaming chairs or energy drinks. It's all about that perfect match between the viewer and the product.
But hey, it's not just your niche. Your RPM is also shaped by who's watching and where they live. For example, advertisers typically pay a lot more for viewers in places like the US, the UK, or Canada. Your audience's age plays a part too. And of course, making sure your content is advertiser-friendly is absolutely crucial for opening up the biggest pool of potential ads. Okay, let's get to the good stuff, the most important part. You now understand what RPM is, you know what affects it. So how can you actually take control and start boosting that number?
Well, the good news is you're not powerless here. Not at all. As you can see, there are some really clear, concrete steps you can take to bump up your RPM. So let's walk through them, and we'll start with what might be the single most effective strategy out there for any creator.
This number right here, it's like a magic number on YouTube. 8 minutes. Why 8 minutes? Because as soon as your video is longer than 8 minutes, you unlock the ability to place mid-roll ads. And let me tell you, placing just 1 or 2 of those ads in the middle of your video can literally double its ad revenue. It is an absolute game changer.
Next up, you gotta play the game. I'm sure you've heard of the dreaded yellow icon, right? That little symbol that means YouTube's system has flagged your video and is only showing limited ads or maybe none at all. So avoiding really controversial topics, steering clear of excessive swearing, that's what keeps you in the green and makes sure you're eligible for the maximum number of ads. And finally, don't forget that RPM isn't just about ads. Fan funding is revenue that you have direct control over, so you have to actively encourage it. Remind your viewers about Super Chats when you go live. Come up with some really cool, compelling perks for your channel members. Every single dollar you earn from these sources directly pumps up your RPM. So if there's one thing you take away from this, it's this. Stop obsessing over CPM. For creators, it's basically a vanity metric. Instead, start focusing on your RPM. That is the single best indicator of your channel's true earning power, and it gives you a clear, honest target to aim for as you grow.
And that brings us to the end, so I'll leave you with a question. Now that you know the real difference, now that you understand the power of RPM, what's one change, just one, that you're going to make to your content strategy? Are you going to start aiming for that 8-minute mark? Are you going to push your channel memberships a little harder? Really think about it, because that's how you turn this knowledge into actual real-world results.